What is up, brown beauties and baddies? Today is March 6th. On a lovely Saturday afternoon, I just got out the shower. I just got dressed. Don't know what I'm about to do. I don't have any plans really for the day except tonight. I am going to a dinner with a girlfriend. But I figured this would be a good time to catch you guys up. We are heading into spring, and if y'all watched my last vlog, we just came out of all the holiday stuff, shenanigans, and like my birthday, and right now I'm getting ready to set a new routine going into the spring, and I want to bring you guys along that journey because I need to stay consistent and I need to stay disciplined. Lately, time has been just so of the essence. I am looking for opportunities in every place I go. Like, I am no longer just entering a room to exist there. I am entering the room to bring something forth and to have something come forth from it. So just the mindset, the shift in mindset has also been just the biggest part of entering like this new season and into this new year. As y'all know, I moved just last summer into the home that I am in now, and that was a huge transition. A lot of things, a lot of revelation, and a lot of just like newness was upon my life, along with like healing as well. And I'm finally kind of just like breaking that barrier of, okay, we are kind of surpassing the healing part and we are getting more into like a normalcy, comfortability type of thing, type of goal, type of mentality. And yeah, it hasn't been an easy road by far, but every day I have been very reluctant to find my strength in the day-to-day. So you guys know I work full-time remote, and I want to say I need to update you guys on how I've been feeling about my remote job thus far. It's been a year. I made my year anniversary just this past December. We went on a work trip to Florida just this January, like early January, second week of January or so, and it brought a lot of motivation. It brought a lot of just like newness upon like the things that I can actually have in this life, and the things that I can actually attain and maintain in this life. To have had this role and this position for the past year has been such a interesting journey, because I never in a million years thought I would be in sales. If you guys didn't know, I work in sales. But if you think about it, being behind the chair is a sales kind of role. I'm selling a service, I'm selling an experience, I'm selling products. I just never thought that I would get into like a dominant sales position. Like, I didn't think that I would be like solely doing sales and sales only. I think it's given me so much insight on just how to take rejection, how to like enunciate myself, how to speak with clarity, and how to like attain some type of like desired outcome out of a conversation, and not just talking just to talk. And that obviously can go far. That can obviously be something that you can use in multitude of ways. So I've been really holding true to just the fact that I've been holding down this same position for a year straight. I think finding the right career for me in this beauty industry has been a constant turn of events, and I've always found myself shifting in ways and finding just pockets of, you know, stability, pockets of like a good vibe, but then eventually I just lose my momentum, and then now I'm searching for something else, and I'm in a season where I'm like, you know what, this actually works for me. Let me see how much more it can work for me. I stopped actually complaining about any and everything once I really stopped telling people like, oh, I hate my job, like, oh, this is happening. Like, I literally stopped voicing negative things about my career choice, about my job, and all the things. Like, I just live in my choice, and I just continue to pray for a change and a shift in mindset whenever I am feeling like I'm wavering in my choice to stay in this role. Over the years, I have learned that the power of my tongue specifically is extremely powerful. A lot of things that I say and a lot of things that I put out into the world end up happening. Like, they manifest in ways that I don't ever plan it to, when like I'm just voicing how I feel about something in a negative manner. So I'm like, if it's working this well in this negative direction, imagine how well it will shift in a positive direction if you remain positive and only speak positivity over what you have going on. So I love my benefits. Okay, I love that we get to go on work trips every year. I love that I work remote and I have the opportunity to have slow mornings, as you guys see. I have the opportunity to kind of like make breakfast and have lunch and not like commute to work in the morning and commute home. Like, that is a blessing that I feel like I will never take for granted. No matter how much people say like, oh, I could never work from home. How do you work from home and you sleep at home and you eat at home, then you're always at home? Look, listen. Don't knock it till you try it, baby. So yeah, that's just kind of been like the new perspective that I've been grasping over the past new year, being that I just made my New Year's resolution. So, job, bag, secure. Now, let's talk about my passions and my hobbies that don't require any monetary value. These are just things that I have been praying upon to come into my life with ease, and that do not combat my lifestyle as a working class citizen. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to drop everything to pour into my hobbies and things that I just like to do. One of which is dancing. So I took my first heels class just this past month, and it was so much fun. I grew up dancing. Like, I was on the dance team in junior high, in high school. I was a stepper when I was in elementary school. I was a majorette when I was like a younger adolescent. Like, dance is such a amazing form of self-expression that I love so much, and that I took to the internet for a long time. Like, I would just find myself twerking on the internet, dancing on the internet, and realizing that this is not really a place for this kind of thing. And I kept telling myself like, I don't care, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna be myself, do what I want, yada 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 yada. But that's just not the audience, and that's just not the place for that kind of passion to like birth into something better and bigger. So I decided to take a heels class for the first time last week, and it was great. Not only that, I was able to make content out of it, because another thing that I want to start to implement is just living in my 30s, living in this womanhood, and finding routine in joy, not just things that I do for a living. I remember when I decided to make that shift from behind the chair into teaching and instruction, I couldn't find the balance between like, oh, I need a page to just be myself on. Like, I need an Instagram page where I could just be me, like post fashion if I want to, or post like a get ready with me if I want to. And, you know, I kept dedicating it to like hair content, but hair is a monetary thing. So it was like, I was just juggling two different identities, and like that imposter syndrome and things was starting to feel real familiar, because I'm like, who am I? What am I doing? Who am I trying to prove to the world that I am? Who am I showing up as? Like, all those things are finally coming into more like a clearer perception. And I'm just so grateful that I'm not like fighting and at war and at a battle about my identity anymore. So praise the Lord for that. Another thing I have been implementing is ClassPass. I love ClassPass. That is how I found the dance class, the heels class. And I was on a free trial with ClassPass, and I think I'm going to actually renew my membership because I really enjoy popping into classes and just getting in tune with whatever is going on. Like, that was a highlight of the past month for me, and it was just like, I'm coming back here. Noted. I'm coming back here. Noted. Like, I loved it. I was even going like during my work days, like taking longer lunches to kind of regulate myself, being that it's cold outside and I'm no longer taking like walks on my lunch break. So I would literally sign up for a class on my lunch, and obviously that would make my days a little bit longer, but I was willing to make that sacrifice because I needed to kind of implement a balance in my day-to-day, and ClassPass was the perfect way to bring that balance and bring that like community and social light back into my life. Now that I'm kind of ready to get back out into a social norm, I've been a recluse for maybe the past 6 or 7 months, just going to the gym, coming back home, setting a little routine, eating. You guys saw I would go to little, things by myself. I would sit at the lake. I was really in a space of nothing but healing. I couldn't even be in environments that were too overstimulating, that were a little too beyond my social capacity. So I was really in a place of just like solitude and just seclusion so that I could be here where I am right now. Another thing that the most recent thing I'm implementing is going to be joining a church choir. Just like how I love to dance, I also love to sing, and I don't think you have to have a voice to enjoy singing. Like, I don't think you have to be like the best singer to want to sing. Granted, I don't mean to toot my own horn. I think I have a nice voice. I've been told I have a nice voice. I've sung live before, and I love performing. Like, performing arts is a thing. I love poetry, I love singing, I love dancing, and I feel like joining a church choir, what better way to get the hobby of singing into my routine? Praising and worshiping for the Lord while singing at the same time is just like something that just go hand in hand. Like, I'm already a woman of God, so this should be like a perfect way to get my praise and worship in, also be in fellowship, also be in a church community, which is something that I've also been searching for the past 6 or 7 months, or maybe the past 2 years, or even like that has been such a battle in itself, searching for a church home and a church community. Oh yeah, that has been the most newest addition to like my routine. Oh, another thing is I have been really tracking my period through this app called Lively. I was not one to track my period before, but this has been such a significant part of my cycle experiences because, honey, I have to know when I'm in my follicular versus when I'm in my luteal versus when I'm ovulating. Like, I have to know these things now. I'm 31, and it's just becoming more apparent how important it is to know what your capacity is in these cycles. Like, what is my capacity level when I'm ovulating versus when I'm in my luteal or when I'm in my follicular? I plan my life according to this structure of tracking my period, and it's been the best thing. Like, eating wise, what I consume, like mentally, emotionally, like those kind of things. With that being said, right now I'm in my follicular and I'm getting the most things done because I have a lot of energy, my estrogen levels are high, and I am taking things by storm right now. So yeah. Let's take a step back into career paths, passions, on a more monetary level. Recently, I had just put down a deposit for the salon that I will be taking clients in this spring. I remember telling you guys in another vlog, probably the vlog before my birthday and stuff vlog, where I was babysitting or dog sitting. I was telling you guys how I was looking for a salon home. I've been really fixated on finding a proper salon space to bring in this new perspective I have about being behind the chair. You guys saw me purchase the Dyson blow dryer. I showed showed you guys all the bells and whistles that I love so much about it, the new technology with it that makes me feel more confident going into behind the chair again. And I'm literally just kind of like, wow, like my life is feeling more and more full as the months go on, and seeds that I planted in the fall are starting to like reap its harvest right now in the early spring. So the birthday gift I gave to myself was putting a deposit on the chair that I'm renting. So this Monday, March 9th, I'll be going to the salon and getting things a little settled and getting things in line, getting things in order, straightening things up, which means a lot of content will be on the way when it comes to, you know, booking and showing my different skill sets and different skill levels. I'm also looking to diversify my portfolio because I don't do just one texture of hair. I do all textures, all colors, all sorts and types, and I'm ready to kind of pour more into that. I remember being in hair school and taking any and all clients and kind of feeling some type of way that I wasn't doing enough like curly hair, enough silk presses and things, but that's just not, that wasn't the origin of the beauty school environment, like, and that used to upset me in ways, and I feel like it upset a lot of Black women who take this cosmetology as a career path. Like, they don't teach you how to do our hair, they teach you how to do, if you know what I mean, hair. But it's also an opportunity to leverage yourself in ways and get yourself out there and in unfamiliar territory, and you just never know what that could do for you. You never know how great you end up being because you obtained this skill and like worked on it more. So I am definitely in a space where I'm ready to kind of refurbish my craft more and branch out into different sectors of this industry. So that will be taking place 3 days a week from Thursday to Saturday. So things are coming together, but I know that there will be a time where like I'm going to need to regroup. I'm going to need to disconnect, and I'm going to need to regather myself. And with having hobbies and having a passion and having a full-time job, like this is kind of the place where, you know, I get a little anxiety thinking like, can I manage this all? Can I figure all of this out? Can I balance the life that I claimed I've wanted to live over the course of the years? Like, that is the name of the game. Like, because, you know, downtime, what does that look like for me now? Does it look like editing? Does it look like planning for the next thing? Or does it just look like idle time? Does it look like getting up with friends? Does it look like a spa day? Does it look like getting my feet done, my nails done? Or it's just sitting outside? Like, I have to be cognizant of how I'm going to choose to decompress when it's time to decompress. Whatever window of time I have that is open and that is free, how am I going to spend it? Will I spend it grocery shopping? Will I spend it cooking? Like, how can I bring convenience into this balance of a lifestyle that I have curated is the name of the game for me. This vision of going back behind the chair is really bigger than big. It is really bigger than big because I've always wanted to mentor. I've always wanted to be having flexibility in my like work schedule to be able to sustain my bills, sustain my like livelihood while being able to build a brand outside of it. And I'm finally at that place where I am working full-time, so I can actually sustain my livelihood while also bringing in more income, but also building a brand at the same time. So with that being said, I am looking to expand. This will be the beginning of an expansion for me in all forms and facets. I'm looking to bring on younger professionals and train them. I'm looking to mentor them in ways so that I can pass on my knowledge and pass on my skills and hopefully move into a bigger space where training can take place, and thus leading into a bigger picture, which would be a beauty school and a salon where I can transition those beauty students into my salon space and make those trainees instructors in that beauty school, and have just like this rotation, this flow of just like, if my 20s was about failure and vision and writing a blueprint, then my 30s is about execution. And I get so excited and also high in anxiety about the thoughts of, can I do this? How can I do this? But I'm also trusting in the Lord to make all of this possible. I think He's going to send the right people. I think He's going to bring the right resources. And when I think of it like that, when I think about how I submit my goals, my dreams, my vision to the Lord, I let go of the reins and I just continue to be steadfast in what He has me in at the current moment. I need time to get my mind, my routine, and my life together, my mindset shift together before I jump head first into this new thing that is going to take over my life and going to take over the next couple years. I'm also looking to have more visits back home to Chicago. Over the past couple years, I've always had this idea that when I went back home, it'll be for work purposes. But I also want to incorporate more time with my family. I have nieces and nephews that I haven't seen in some time, and we haven't been able to curate a life that just looks like a good time. You know, my mom is getting older, and I really just want to make space for these new passions to feed into my family's dynamic differently. There had been such a long period of time where survival had been the mentality, and now that I'm at a place where I'm ready to live and share it, I'm looking more into expanding into Chicago, my clientele, and becoming more of a travel stylist when I can. And yeah, so that's also been a thing. Traveling while also working remote, while also taking clients. Come on, won't He do it? So yeah, I gotta stay organized. And that has been also just something that I'm constantly praying for. Lord, keep me organized. There will be so many moving parts to everything that I'm doing, and I know that my discipline and my sleep habits, my discipline and exercising and things will help to keep stress levels down. And I know that taking vitamins, will also be a way of keeping stress level down. Getting outside, touching grass and things will also be a way of doing that. So now I am just moving forward in these plans, and it's exciting. I'm going to bring you guys along the journey as much as I can. Because yes, recording the content is one thing, but editing it to get it to you guys is another thing. So if you would like to follow me on Instagram, follow me at Africa _B. And yeah, I'll put that down in the description below. And we are on a roller coaster. Okay. Hold on to your pants, because this is going to be a sight to see. This is going to be just a fascinating experience. I will be bringing you guys on bits and parts of this journey. And yeah, let's get it. Alright, y'all, it's currently 11:25 in the morning, and usually around this time, y'all know I would be having a iced matcha or my mushroom coffee on ice. But as of late, I haven't really been making matchas and making coffees, mushroom coffees. But I am thinking of going to Starbucks because I need some caffeine lately. These long days and long weeks have been really getting to me. So I think I'm gonna go to Starbucks and actually get a iced matcha. So yeah, I am taking a half day at work. It's only 11:26. I'll be taking my half day at 2 o'clock. I haven't gotten a call from the shear sharpener place yet saying that my shears are ready to be picked up. So I might call them, or I might just let them call me and see if I'm picking them up tomorrow or something like that. In the meantime, in between time, I need a pick-me-up. I need some caffeine right now because I want to make it to my heels class tonight. And I don't want to be feeling lethargic. So let's go ahead and get this Starbucks. So I got my lavender iced matcha with a shot of espresso. I got a long day. I got something to take care of. Now usually I don't do this, but I am already feeling the first sip. So let's go ahead and get this day started. Okay guys, I'm getting ready to head to pick up my shears, and then immediately after I will be heading to the salon to get the booking site set up with the reception. Alrighty, so we have picked up my shears. Now we must head to the salon. I am great on timing right now. Let's see how far we are. Okay, we made it back home. It's 3:48 right now. I'm having some leftover nachos that I made. What do you guys think about the salon? Drop it down below, leave it in the comments. Like the atmosphere, the energy. You guys might not see too much of my work life unless you follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'll be posting a lot of my transformations, a lot of my just looks that are being booked. But I'll always keep you guys up to date as far as like where I am in my life here on YouTube. Like I need to get a trim. I'm gonna get a trim / haircut on Friday of this week. I'll take you guys with me there. There's some things that I need to get for my station to be like organized, so I'll bring you guys along that journey as well. I'm so hyped. So for the rest of the evening or afternoon, I'm just gonna plan for this next 3 weeks, what this gonna look like, what do I see myself engaging in for a little while as I get things revved up. And then I'll see you guys in the dance studio. Figured I'd wear my hair in this little Spice Girl ponytail. I don't know. I might let it down. Who knows? But we ready. I almost left an extra battery for my camera. That's a big no-no. Huge no-no. So I just made it to class. I'm a bit early, which is nice because now I can just sit in my car and watch the sunset. Take a few deep breaths and just really be grateful at how much my life has transitioned, and I'm living in an answered prayer, and I'm really getting back to a place. I'm really getting familiar with myself again. Like, I feel like I just got out of class and now I'm going to practice. And before, like, work-life balance was a thing, like going to class and then having practice after school didn't need much work-life balance. Like, it was just like so easy to just do that, you know. You didn't have to muster up the energy and all the things. But being a full-blown adult, you really do have to hone where your energy goes and be very discerning about where your energy goes. So deleting my social medias upon going to the salon today and focusing on this journey full steam ahead, creating relationships, new relationships, whether they are like friendly, whether they're professional, but just stewarding over every bit of it well, because you know that this is just something new. Like, this isn't like, oh, I've known you since high school, or oh, I've known you since college. Like, this is a complete new thing. This Sunday when I went to church, the like message was like that God is doing a new thing, and this is literally what it feels like when God is doing a new thing. He transforms your heart, and then your environment, your habits, and everything start to reflect the renewal of your heart and your mind. I think moving to Minnesota had a bigger purpose than I imagined. Yeah, it's giving me a chance to rewrite my story, create a new narrative. And it took a little while. It took a little grit, but like, we're experiencing it. What is up, brown beauties and baddies? Today is Wednesday, March 11th. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are already into the work day. We are halfway through. Today is the first day I will be going to choir rehearsals at church, and that will start this evening at 7 o'clock. I'm so excited. As you guys know, I have been getting into just more so hobbies throughout the week that I can really get my social niche filled, and this is going to be exciting because I love to sing. So it's going to be pretty good time, and I'm excited because for a long time I've been wanting to join a church choir and find a church home, and it's been imperative that I find a church home within this like season that I'm in. I think it'll be just a really exciting time. I'm getting ready to make some pad thai tonight. I have water boiling right now for my pad thai noodles as I'm getting ready to wrap up the workday. So I will show you guys how I go about making my pad thai before I head out to choir rehearsals this evening. Wish me luck and my energy levels. These are the pad thai noodles that I will be using for said dish. So these are the pad thai noodles I'll be using for my dish. I haven't made pad thai in a while. If you've been following me for a minute, I had a crazy phase of cooking everything on my Pinterest board. As of late, I haven't really been inclined to cook, considering just the limited amount of counter space in this house. So now I know when I move again, that'll be the biggest thing that I look into, because having counter space is huge. It's really huge. It affects every single thing that I do in the kitchen. And I try not to go too crazy about it, but it's definitely something that I have to reel myself in about. I will montage the rest of this cooking part of the vlog while my noodles boil. I'm gonna prep my veggies and prep my sauce, and I'll see y'all in a few. Today is Friday, March 13th, and as you guys can see, I am starting work, and today is a great day because I am getting my hair done. Well, it's just like a maintenance appointment. It's not really like a style appointment. I really need a haircut, like not a trim, but a haircut. Like I need someone to part my hair, go in there and get the job done, even it out, and get the job done. Because lately, for the past couple years, I've just been doing little trims, and although I've experienced like great growth, I feel like I'm not experiencing the like full capacity or like the full just like experience of having my hair be even all the way around. Like I'll see you guys at the salon when I'm getting my hair shampooed by my homegirl Natalie. Her and I used to work together at a salon before, so it's gonna be great to see her in her new space because she also moved into a new salon space. She has a suite now, so I'm excited to just see her and learn more about her transition and give me inspiration for my transition right now. But yeah, I'll see y'all when I get in the chair. The fact that it's almost spring and it's freezing outside, but we're here. We made it. Okay, so we made it. Yes, we're vlogging, not haircuts today. At first layer touched up, I need an actual haircut now. Because I noticed when I last had a trim and then I Okay, we're back. We are back from our haircut. My camera died, so I didn't get to show you guys the full final look, but I'm pretty pleased. It needed it. It really did need it. So now we're back home, back into the work day. There is a part of me that feels terrified, but I am believing in my goals. I am planning and progressing. I'm looking for persistence and consistency with my faith, and I know that God is really going to put me in a place that my heart truly desires. I have come to Minneapolis almost 6 years ago. I'm still finding my way. I'm still pursuing so many things. I'm still enjoying the community and the spaces that I stumble upon on a regular basis. And I am just truly in an adventure of my own life. And I thank God for that.